What's going on, YouTube? My name is Skill87, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing for the PC. This game has fucking consumed me. Fallout 4. So, let's just say this right now. This game, of any game that lived up to the hype of 2015, it has to be Fallout 4. Next to Bloodborne, okay? Bloodborne, to me, lived up tremendously to the hype. And when it comes to other games, like, all these flops that are coming out, like Star Wars Battlefront, none of these games lived up to the hype. Like Fallout 4 and Bloodborne. And I'll be making a Game of the Year video after this video. So, Fallout 4 Day 1 not only destroys everything in the fucking market, it's just an outstanding fucking game. Everyone's just praising the shit out the game. And it's crazy because, realistically speaking, this game isn't really all that, with a term I don't want to use the term special, but it isn't all that fucking new. They took an old engine, polished it up slightly, changed a couple things around the way V.A.T.S work, added a better, smoother FPS experience, and they called it Fallout 4. And for fuck's sake, it actually works. It actually fucking works. So, let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this game that has consumed me. Like, I just rush home from work, I walk my dog, I'm like, Fallout 4. My girl's like, heck, I'm like, Fallout 4. Come play Black Ops with me. I'm like, bitch, Fallout 4. Fuck is wrong with you? Fallout 4. It's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I actually, before I did this video, the other day I was watching an Angry Joe review. And I pretty much agree with everything he has to say. Like, Angry Joe reviewed the fuck out of Fallout 4. He did an excellent job. And it's not often I actually agree with Angry Joe. I usually think he's full of shit. Like, he does it just for videos. I mean, too, just for ratings and shit, to be that guy. But with his Fallout 4 review, I actually really, truly agree with it. And I'm here to talk about what makes Fallout 4 the game it is and why it definitely deserves a spot in your library if you are an FPS or an RPG player, or if you're both, better, more power to you. So, Fallout 4, it's all about the story. It's simple as shit and it's irrelevant, okay? Shit's going good. Shit's all smooth. It's another day in the hood with you, your bitch, and your son. And after you create your character with the extensively, wonderfully deep character creation, old boy knocks on your door to talk about we making vaults, nigga. You down, your boy's like, yes, what's up? Sign up for this vault shit. And all of a sudden, like, you didn't see this coming. The fucking war starts. Chaos is everywhere. You're running to the vault. You forget about your bitch. You forget about your son. And you get to the vault, and they put you in a frozen state to preserve you while the war goes on. You wake up, you find that your son's been kidnapped. Oh fuck! You get out the vault, and that's pretty much the game. To find your son, figure out what is going on. You meet with some black guy wearing a cowboy hat, talking about the Minutemen and shit, and your guy's like, why the fuck? I'm gonna, like, okay, I'm all about saving my son, but now I'm going to be the leader of the Minutemen and fucking save the wasteland. I don't know what happens to the story after that. That shit just fucking flipped. Flash forward 50 hours later, I started caring about the main story again. I started doing the main story, got complete sidetracked with side missions like that, because the reason you bought Fallout 4 is fuck the main story. You bought Fallout 4 to explore the wasteland. When you played Fallout 3 and you played Fallout New Vegas, all you wanted to do was explore the wasteland. And the devs know this. They understand this. They didn't really spend too much time in the story because they knew when the reason you bought Fallout was to explore the fucking wasteland. And the game heavily rewards you for your curiosity. This game does such a good job at just making you want to explore. I don't like open world games at all, but I love Fallout because Fallout knows how to do open world. The open world is big, but not too big. It's right there in the center. Every dungeon is worth going to. Every little thing that piques your interest. When you see a little map and a little HUD on the map of the undiscovered area gets bigger and bigger and bigger, then it says you have discovered so-and-so, and just like this. Oh my fucking god, and I'm going to go there, and you're going to explore shit. You're going to go a couple levels, and you're going to come up with a badass new gun, and you're going to want to do it all over again. That is the world of Fallout. Let's talk about this game category-wise, piece by piece by piece. Graphic-wise, game looks like shit, looks like fucking ass. The game's running on a very old engine, the same engine that Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas ran on, with the exception of some polishing. Your main character's animations are much better than the animations of all enemies and AI partners and main characters. The game animations are still extremely robotic. Robotic to the point where sometimes you can't take the animations seriously. Stability-wise, game runs at 60 frames per second, which tends to dip up and down like fuck on the PC. This game hasn't really received any polish patches yet. They released the game, and they released a patch to fix audio issues, and that's pretty much it. The game's loading sucks dick, but similar to Skyrim, where Skyrim initially released, and that game truly sucked dick, and then they really passed the fuck out of it, and Skyrim became one of the best games in existence. That's going to happen to Fallout 4. Give it some time. The game runs fine, just the loading sucks ass. Mouth movement, everything graphic-wise sucks. Let's just be realistic. The game looks like shit. But that's not the reason you bought the game. You bought the game to explore the fucking wasteland. Audio-wise, audio uses a lot of recycled sounds from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I'm not sure if this was intentional, was it laziness. The sound effects are not bad in any shape or form. Matter of fact, the gun sounds amazing. The voice acting is actually pretty decent. General ambiance, the jazz, the opera, the blues music from fucking the 40s, 50s, and 60s is actually a really good, cool touch. And it's always been with Fallout. But it's a lot of it's recycled, so that's pretty fucking gay. Control-wise, for keyboard and mouse, really sucks ass. Can't figure out why. So, like most people, I plugged in my Xbox 360 controller, and I played with that like I do most of my PC games. And I'm in the process of going to get a Bluetooth thing and play with my PS4 controller. But play this game with a controller on your PC. The game, the way the game plays, you can clearly tell developers favored the favorite controller with this game, and with the new FPS mechanics and etc. You can clearly tell control's the way to go. You can definitely play with the keyboard and mouse. It just doesn't feel that side. It just doesn't feel fluid enough. Okay, this game has a forced V-Sync, which you must turn off by yourself. You cannot turn off the V-Sync with this game. Like if you have an NVIDIA card like I do, you have to actually open up your NVIDIA control panel and turn off the game's forced V-Sync. It's pretty gay. FPS-wise, control-wise, unlike Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, which felt very mechanical control-wise, they tried to smoothen out the FPS experience with Fallout 4. You can aim down sight effectively. You can shoot from the hip effectively, unlike in previous Fallout games. You can potentially take on this entire game without using V.A.T.S, though I do not recommend it at all. And you find weaker enemies, yeah, go ahead. Approach the game with an FPS mindset. When you are fighting legendary enemies with stars next to their names, Jesus fucking Christ, utilize V.A.T.S. You're going to have to. This is an FPS / third person / RPG. It's realistically an open world RPG that you can approach from a third person and first person perspective. The first person controls have been smoothed out for a much better experience, but it's still an RPG, and you should approach the game like an RPG. Let's talk about the good and the bad. Let's talk about a lot of the good and very little bad. So, good. I love the fact that the V.A.T.S system no longer freezes. It's no longer a freeze frame concept. It simply slows down time, forcing the player to make better decisions with their V.A.T.S. Okay, and V.A.T.S is fucking amazing. I love that. I just love the slow motion sound effects, heads exploding. V.A.T.S is amazing, and it's one of the main attractions of Fallout. It's just an awesome thing to play with. You'll love V.A.T.S, especially if you want to make the most out of V.A.T.S. Upgrade your perception tree. Oh god. The leveling up in this game has been modified heavily. You level up at a very alarming rate now, especially if you do missions and explore dungeons and actually complete them. And this leveling up in your skill tree is very simple now compared to previous Fallout games. And the best part about leveling up in this game is that not only do you immediately feel strong when you level up in this game, any upgrade to your perks in your skill tree you choose, you see immediate changes. Okay. And I love this idea. I love the fact that when you level up in this game, you actually feel stronger immediately. And like previous Fallout games, as you progress in higher levels towards the enemies around you, certain story missions and certain preset scenes will have enemies meant for certain levels. But as you explore the wasteland, if you will fucking rock that level 50, you're gonna run into decked out raiders. You're gonna run into the Death Claw that can still one shot kill you. So no matter how much you level up, similar to Final Fantasy VIII, because that game fucking sucked. The fucking game tries to keep everything challenging for you, but if you level up your skill tree in a specific way, like if you got full perception and luck, because luck is very overpowered in Fallout, you'll become this unstoppable fucking force. It's great. Another good thing we'll talk about is the companions. So you have a lot of companions to choose from, a lot of which are very funny, but none of the companions come close to the usefulness and amazingness of your fucking trusty sidekick Dogmeat. This fucking mutt is one of the best AI partners in gaming history. Not only does this motherfucker stand up to the biggest of enemies without any sense of fear, this nigga can't die for shit. He gets Fat Man nuked in the face. He's like, oh my god. Then he gets right back to his 2 feet, starts barking at enemies. He distracts enemies. He jumps on enemies. Enemies that are even legendaries, he can actually pounce on them and take them down and hold them down for you, and while you get the perfect headshot. He can hold a lot of your equipment for you, and you can deck out. You can put little goggles and a hoodie on him. It's cool shit. This dog is gangster as fuck. You get legendary enemies walking your way or chasing you. Your dog's like, "What's good, son?" He jumps on them. He literally jumps on them, holds legendary enemies down while you get the clear headshot on him. It's cool as shit. It's exaggerated. This motherfucker can't die. My nigga wears goggles and he's a crip. I gave him a blue bandana. It's hilarious as shit. He's such an exaggerated AI partner, and you fucking love this dog. You fall in love with this dog. And whenever he falls to his knees, I immediately waste a stim pack. I'm like, get up, get back up, Dogmeat. Get back in the fight, please. It's great. It's great. You can give him all these stupid, useless commands that you'll never use, but other than that, he's an amazing AI partner. So let's talk about the bad. I already talked about a couple things about the bad. The loading sucks, dick. The graphics is ass, but and the controls with mouse and keyboard suck. And granted, the FPS controls have been smoothed out for a better FPS experience. It's still really an RPG, and I really do not recommend attempting this game, especially finding legendaries without using V.A.T.S. The main story is easily forgotten. The ending sucks, and the main reason you bought the game is actually you get lost in the wasteland. So it's kind of a hit and miss with a couple things. There's like virtually nothing actually bad with this game, which is really hard for me to say. A lot of people refuse to believe there's nothing bad with the game. There's little annoyances with the game. Oh, I'll add one thing bad. I'll say one thing. There is one fucking thing bad about this game. They added this Minecraft concept to this game, and not destroying the earth and getting like blocks and shit, but there's a humongous influx of survival games on PC. You got The Forest, Minecraft, fucking what the fuck's that game? I always forget the name of this fucking game. Oh my god. You got the Ark. You got this other one. I always forget the name. You got a bunch of them. You got a bunch of indie survival games. And it's really big on PC. PC players love these fucking survival games. I'll never figure out why. I don't have a decked out computer to mine rocks and shit and build houses. And that's it. There's no actual point to the game other than building shit. But Fallout, I feel, these devs seized the opportunity and added this fucking annoying concept that you have to like break things down and build shit, and they're actually part of the main mission sometimes. And granted, it's simple and easy to figure out. The game does zero effort to actually explain the shit to you. My nigga, it took me an hour to figure out how to attach a wire from a generator to a fucking pole. I had a mission where it said, I had a mission, right? I had to provide power to a fucking machine to send out a signal to the rest, to recruit people for the Minutemen. And the game did zero to explain to me that your boy had to build 2 generators to equal 10 power and then connect 2 power lines to the one outlet. You just kind of figure it out, and then you have to figure out what needs to be broken down to get what pieces, and it's like, why? Why would you introduce this useless fucking bullshit building fucking shit to a game that never had it? It's like I felt that they just seized the opportunity. Oh, a lot of these games, a lot of these developers are making money off it. Let's put it in our game. But it's half-assed, nothing's explained, and it's actually part of the main story, and it's gay. So that's actually my one big real complaint. The build of Minecraft, The Forest, the Ark bullshit wannabe survival mechanics they've added to the game are fucking gay. Also, there's no hardcore mode, which a lot of players are really upset about. And that's pretty much it. That's my review for Fallout 4. I hope you fucking enjoy. Catch you guys next video, and I'll be talking about my personal game of the year. Final score for Fallout 4 with the things I complain about, the things I really love. The fact that the game's addicting as shit. It's truly consumed me. And with the bad and the good, there's too much good to get me mad about the bad. You kind of just deal with the bad. The building shit is still gay. My final score for Fallout 4, because it's addicting as shit, and that addictive factor really saved this game's score, 8.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my video. I'll catch you guys next video. Deuces.